Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Donnelly. I'm the founder of Barrier Free Contractors, and this is the Accessible Barrier Free Homes channel. I combine it with the Accessing My Home podcast to get that 2-for-1 effect, which really saves everybody time and gives you a lot more information. We're speaking and collaborating with some of the best experts in the mobility world, advocating and promoting fantastic accessibility solutions specifically for those with mobility challenges. Today, we're speaking with Brian Johnson. He's the Chief Program Officer at the Center for Independent Living in Broward County, Florida, and a huge advocate for helping people with disabilities. Brian himself has gone through a lifetime of mobility challenges, suffering a spinal cord injury at the T7 level in infancy, caused by the removal of a neuroblastoma. A challenge to say the least, which his wonderful attitude has overcome. Brian's an expert on a myriad of mobility challenges. So, Brian, thanks for doing this with us today. We really appreciate it.
Michael, thanks for having me. My
You
pleasure.
bet. You bet. Okay, so I know you are one of the main players at the Center for Independent Living. Can you give us a perspective on what that's all about and what your role is?
Certainly. Centers for Independent Livings are, I often jokingly say, one of the world's best kept secrets. We're a nonprofit organization that helps people with people with disabilities, I should say, become more independent and self-sufficient in their community. What that looks like will differ from individual to individual. We work with all disability groups. So whether it's physical, mental health, sensory or learning, you're eligible for services in terms of trying to help you get back integrated in the community. And my role at the center is I'm the Chief Program Officer. And what that entails is that I oversee all the different programs that we have. Every center is unique. And like I said, every part of Florida has a center that has services for it. And throughout the country, there's centers. So what they look like will differ. But like I said, what we get to do at our center are programs that help people achieve independence. And what that looks like could be from small things, from teaching them life skills, from cooking and cleaning, from helping them gain gainful employment, to finally helping them with the, I guess, American dream, if you will, housing. And what that may look like. It could be anything from placement to barrier removal, making sure that their home is accessible and they're no longer trapped in their home, or that they can stay in their home and don't have to go into an assisted living facility or nursing home. Like I said, all of our services are free, so we don't charge anybody for our services. The only one where you do have to have income is if you're looking for help with housing, as that's integrated in the community. We also provide assistive technology, home modification. We teach people to become better advocates in their community to ensure that they get access to services that they deserve to have access to. So it really just depends on what somebody's looking for, and then trying to kind of contact their closest center to kind of get those types of assistance and integration.
You know, I've done quite a bit of work with you folks, being the contractor side of this. Um, I've the communication has been excellent. The amount of people that that I've seen and that need the help, you're getting them the help. There's nothing perfect in this world, but the ability to be able to do that and to get them what they need it's phenomenal. And kind of that's where you're at, right? In general, isn't it? That's the whole key to this thing.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, if people don't know what they don't know, and oftentimes individuals acquire their disabilities later in life. So it's a very unique perspective because, like I said, oftentimes people are doing what they would naturally do, and something happens, oftentimes not of their own fruition or not of their own causing. And now they have this disability and they're trying to figure out what's next. And that's where centers are such a great resource. More than half our staff are people with disabilities. So we can provide peer counseling, show that can do attitude, and let them know what their new life, if you will, looks like. And that's what we want to emphasize is the living aspect of it. Now that you have this disability doesn't mean things have to stop. You may just have to do it in a more unique or different way. And that's why contacting your local center is a great resource, because we provide information and referral. We can let you know what's out there in the community to assist you and your family in terms of getting back acclimated and doing what you want to do.
How did you get involved with this?
I would love to tell you it was some greater calling, but it was by pure accident. Like I said, as an individual with a disability myself, I was looking for job placement, and a secondary agency that I was working with referred me to the local center. and they were actually supposed to initially help me find employment. But during my initial, I guess, interview or conversation with the staffing at the time, they took a keen interest in me and thought that I may have some value and something to add. And I'm happy that I made the decision to start, and I've never regretted it for the 20 plus years I've been working in this field.
Well, having known a little bit about what you do, I mean, they made a pretty good decision, didn't they?
I
Huh?
appreciate that.
They love you. I like it.
Mhm.
So okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so what's the game plan from here on out for you? What's the center's next steps to get themselves more noticed and to help more people?
Well, I think that continues to be one of those things. I mean, like I said, obviously getting ourselves out through social media so people are aware we exist, and then just addressing the barriers that we see on a day-to-day basis. Um, Employment and making sure equal access continues to be a large scale thing that we address and work with. Assistive technology, ensuring that people have proper access to a technology to help level the playing field and help them in terms of living their daily lives is also important. And then finally, housing. Housing continues to be probably the largest barrier for individuals in South Florida, and probably the nation going all the time in terms of either one, if you've now acquired that disability, making sure your home is no longer, or your home is not a trap or is accessible and modifications can be done, or if it's just finding placement. So I think those things is what keep me up at night. Those are things that I think we will continue to look at addressing. We know we can't do it on our own. Partnering with great people like yourself, Michael, help the issue. Working with our legislators also help, and then just trying to come up with creative solutions to help as many people as we can in terms of addressing what they deem as some of the barriers and some of the things they want to look at working for.
But I'm a big believer, as I'm getting younger every day, I'm a big believer in finishing your life with a flourish. Okay, that's my that's my motto. I believe that by helping others like what you're doing is essential to creating
Mhm.
the proper afterlife and doing it the right way. So I really, really appreciate what you and your folks are doing. It's great stuff. And thanks for bringing all that expertise to us. It means a lot to a lot of people, and I know they're going to take to heart some of the stuff you've been talking about here. So thank you much. And I want all those who thought this was a great value to you, which it is, please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to receive our new videos as they get posted. Brian, thanks a whole bunch, man. Appreciate it.
Mike, thanks for having me. Appreciate it as well.